What I have been playing though, Nick, I didn't beat Call of Duty, right? I didn't beat it.
Uh-huh.
Didn't even play it, but you know what I did beat?
What is that?
Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
You beat it.
I beat it.
Oh shit, that's celebration right there.
Oh yeah, I beat it last night. Well, sort of. I got close to the end last night, and then I beat it this morning.
Oh, I see.
And I
Ladies and gentlemen.
hate it. No, I'm just kidding. I really like it. I think it's really good. It's
Better than
held.
the first one.
I think it's better in some aspects. They're
Okay.
like it's weird. It's like they're different games,
Hmm.
with the same like similar. They're made up of the same DNA, but they're different. They're like very different. Where like the first one is more contained into this weird like fake world, and it's not even like a world. It's like you go to these different areas and it leads you to these battlefields, and it's it feels like a video game, right? um
Mm-hmm.
the second one feels more like worlds that you're going to, and it's more of like an open kind of world that you explore, more adventure kind of thing going on, more of an Ubisoft style where there's a lot of different side quests and things to do around these different worlds. There's like I think 4 or 5 different worlds that you go to, and each world has like a bunch of different side quests you can do. The first one had something similar to that, but they were all connected. This is more of a Mario Odyssey sort of thing where you get like on a ship and it brings you to a whole world and like it opens up. Or it kind of made me think of Ratchet and Clank sort of, where it brings you to these different worlds and there's different things to do on these worlds. So that's really cool. The gameplay is different. It's different. It still has that XCOM feel to it.
Right.
But instead of it being like so, squares, you go to each square. There are no squares. You just sort of run around within this bubble.
Is that better or worse, you think?
It's different.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's better or worse. I just think it's different.
Okay.
Because like
Fair
in the
enough.
other one, it's like you use the jump as an action, but in this, it's
Mm-hmm.
not an action. Like you can jump and then use your other character to jump and then shoot after that or whatever. But like that's not how it was in the first one. Like in the first one, a jump was an action or whatever. You can like jump off of your friends or whatever. They got rid of like special abilities. Like characters still have like different abilities that they use, but in the other one there was like super special super moves. In this one they got rid of it for these things called sparks, which are basically Rosalina and Luma. They're like the rabbit version of Lumas.
Okay.
You get those and they could be like use this to create fire damage or whatever, and you can change them within your character screen or whatever. So each character can have different sparks or whatever. Though a problem I had with the game that I didn't really like was it doesn't matter which character you're using, all characters
Mm-hmm.
level up at the same rate, which
Okay.
doesn't lend itself to like I it doesn't encourage me to use any other team members. I
Yeah.
used the same. I used Rabbid Peach, Mario,
Mm-hmm.
and Luigi the entire fucking game. Like they were all I needed, and
Right.
there was no encouragement to use the other ones, because everyone just sort of leveled up as you went with. So it didn't
No,
matter.
yeah. Yeah, makes
Uh,
sense.
there are some like side quests that force you to use particular party members, but those are side quests.
Okay.
So it's really cool. I really like the game. I think it's really cool. The story, it's no story really.
Okay.
The story is Rosalina got captured, and you got to save Rosalina. Like that's the story. It's your
Gotcha.
typical Mario.
Yeah.
Um,
Save the princess.
what I did feel from this game was they're setting up this universe
Mm-hmm.
where, hey, if we lose the license to Mario, we could make this game with Rayman, and it can just be Rayman and the Rabbids, you
Yeah.
know. But
No,
it's,
yeah, makes sense.
that's what it felt like to me with this, where the first one was like far more like Mario stuff incorporated, and there still is Mario, like you're fighting a lot of Koopas and stuff, but this felt way more like, hey, you're on Rabbid territory here.
Mm.
And I could see them just leaning away from Mario in the next one and just being like, hey, it's Rayman and the Rabbids, and it's this RPG
Gotcha.
game. So
Yeah.
could see that in the future. This game chugs.
Interesting.
This game chugs on the fucking
Yeah. On the Switch.
on the Switch. It
Yeah.
barely runs. But luckily it's a turn-based game, so it doesn't really affect it too much. But like some of those cutscenes, you're like, Jesus Christ, they need to release a new machine. Like the game's held back by
absolutely.
Also, I wish the game told me to play it on hard mode because normal was way too easy.
And you couldn't change it.
You could change it in the middle of the game, but I just wish at the beginning it was like, hey, just play it on hard. You'll be fine.
Hey, just trust us.
You played XCOM 2, you're gonna be fine. But yeah, it's really good. I really like it. I recommend it. I would wait though, because if I'm not mistaken, the first Mario Rabbids is like I think I bought that game for like $5 on the Switch. Like,
oh wow.
So, but I bought this one because I love Sparks of Hope and I wanted to play it. So
obviously,
if I had to rank it, which we don't do rankings here, but today I am giving rankings. I would give it
feeling generous.
A strong 7 to light 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'd give it.
So like, I got you.
Like a 7.5. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good. I like it a lot. It's fun to play, and not too many complaints.